Hello there. I'm Lillian Raji, luxury brand strategist, founder of the PRadvisor.com, and the person who got Claudio Pino's jewelry into the blockbuster film Hunger Games: Catching Fire, a movie seen by billions of people around the world. That one placement changed everything for Claudio. He went from being an unknown artist to international acclaim with museum exhibitions, global press, and a business that continues to keep him busy 10 years later. And because he had me, he didn't pay a dime to the studios for that placement. In this course, I'm going to show you exactly how I made it happen and how you can do it for yourself. Welcome to Product Placement Mastery, Getting Your Brand into the Public Eye, a 3-part insider course where I reveal the strategies I've used for years to get my fashion and lifestyle clients' products placed in blockbuster films and major television shows without my clients paying any placement fees. You'll learn how to identify the right decision makers, craft irresistible outreach, navigate pre- and post-production cycles, and protect your products legally, all with the goal of getting your products seen by millions, maybe even billions around the world. But if you're watching this on YouTube, you're only getting half the experience. To access the full course experience, plus more than $2,500 in Hollywood-level resources, head over to the PRadvisor.com website and register for free to unlock these masterclass bonuses. Did I mention all for free? You'll get a 20-minute private one-on-one session with me to answer all of your product placement questions. You'll also get an 11-week Hollywood Insider email series that's packed with advanced placement tactics, templates, casting intelligence, timing strategies, and industry secrets. You also get a set of professional product loan agreement templates, the same legal protections I use to keep my clients' products safe during filming. And finally, you're going to get a lifetime access to the PR Advisor Private Society. This is where you'll receive invitations to my monthly live stream Q&A sessions with other entrepreneurs like yourself who are ready to make their business into something everyone in the world knows about. So, no ad budget, no product placement fees, no problem. You don't need millions to get your products seen by billions. You only need this course to teach you everything that I know. So, what are you waiting for? Go to the PRadvisor.com website, register for free for the full course experience, and let's get you the type of publicity money can't buy. I'll see you on the inside.
Hey there. Welcome to Are You Ready for Your Close-Up? Getting Your Brand into the Public Eye. Thank you so much for signing up for this course. My name is Lillian Raji, president of the Lillian Raji Agency, where I have served as strategic counselor and public relations advisor to some of the world's leading luxury brands for over 2 decades. I'm also the founder of the PR Advisor, which is probably how you discovered this course. The PR Advisor started as a monthly advice column on nationaljeweler.com. Now, I still have the column, but I've now launched the official website to offer more to those who can use my expertise. After spending much of my career working with global brands to help them achieve monumental success, I'm now in a place where I want to help smaller companies realize their own monumental goals. The PR Advisor was established for that purpose, to give you, as a small business owner, access to my 20 plus years of experience without the cost my agency charges much larger companies. My courses are created with a lot of detail, so you achieve the equivalent information my larger clients have access to. Now, let's talk about this course. If you've taken my prior course on the customer journey, you know that I don't half-ass anything. So this will be a master class with true steps and action items that you can implement immediately. In the customer journey, I take you through an accelerated intake session that I conduct with all of our clients, putting them through some of the exercises I cover with clients over a 3 to 5 day period, then tying it all back into using press to help customers find you. In this course, I'm opening the vault and taking you inside the Lillian Raji Agency war room so you can learn how to achieve the mother of all grand publicity coups for yourself, getting your fashion items on major characters of a high-profile film or television show. We'll be going over a lot in this course, so make sure you have the accompanying worksheets ready to go through the exercises. I guarantee you'll regret not downloading the worksheets in advance to keep up. We're going to divide our time as follows. First, we're going to talk about what product placement is, including the traditional, expensive method for securing it. Then, we're going to talk about the Lillian Raji Agency way of doing it, which only costs time but not money. In this, we'll go through every single step I take to make these deals happen and how they happen and what to do after they happen. And finally, we're going to tie it all back to the press as we discuss how you maximize this opportunity to deliver endless possibilities for your business. Now, as with everything I create, I want to hear feedback and everything you have to say because this course ultimately is all about you. It is important for me that you leave this course with action items that you can use for your company going forward. By the end of this course, you will have learned the following. 1. Understanding the business boosting power of product placement. In this first class, I'm going to introduce you to my favorite success story and fill you in on the secret of how I made it happen. 2. The process of making it happen from A to Z. In the next class, we're going to go in for the deep dive as I show you exact steps of how you can create this invaluable opportunity for yourself. And 3. The devil is truly in the details. Learn what those details are. In the final class, I'll fill you in on everything that happens next once your products have been accepted, including the one absolutely positively unforgivable thing you cannot do. I'll also provide you some tips on how to truly maximize this opportunity using the press. Don't forget, this course comes with a 20-minute consulting call with me to answer any questions you may have. Feedback is tremendously important to me. Please don't hesitate to email me with any questions that come up. Your questions will get answered during our call, but also in one of my weekly articles or in my column. If you're not signed up for my weekly newsletters yet, what are you waiting for? Do that immediately, as you'll be getting more information to grow your business through those newsletters. You can sign up on my website, thepradvisor.com. Now, if you're ready to begin, give me a resounding hell yes! Don't worry about your neighbor, your dog, or anyone else looking at you strange. I want you pumped up for this course. Again, are you ready? Yes? Yes? Hell yes? Fantastic. Let's get started. First things first. Do you know who this man is? This, my friend, is Claudio Pino, a studio jewelry artist who I met while working on a jewelry exhibition for my client, the Quebec government delegation, called Jewelry Artists of Quebec. He was one of the 14 jewelry artists that participated in the event and one whose unique sculptural jewelry I fell in love with immediately. He was also a sweetheart and the easiest to work with. His personality and his talent made me compelled to help him get his work in front of a larger audience. A few months after the exhibition, I discovered the second Hunger Games movie was being filmed in Atlanta, where I lived at the time. Having seen the first Hunger Games movie, I knew his pieces would be perfect for the movie. I was right. Using the exact steps I'm sharing with you in this course, I placed Claudio Pino's jewelry into the highest grossing film of 2013 and the 26th highest grossing film of all time, Hunger Games: Catching Fire. This one coup turned a Montreal-based custom jewelry designer into an international sensation with more commissions than he can handle, even now, over a decade later. This is one of my favorite client success stories, not just because of the thousands of opportunities it created for Claudio, but because Claudio is a genuinely sweet man whose hard work and diligence made him deserve this recognition. So, what is product placement? Very simple. It's when a company works with producers of a television show or movie to have their products featured in the production. It's done in a way that seems natural to the script, so only marketing people like myself are ever fully aware that the choice of jewelry or watch or even television set in a movie or show was made through a financial arrangement. The Great Gatsby was a perfect example of this. What? You didn't really think the characters were wearing Tiffany's out of love for the brand, did you? Tiffany's arranged for all the prominent female characters to be adorned in a special collection invariably called the Gatsby Collection that was launched specifically as a tie-in to the movie. Another example is this scene from John Wick 4, Parabellum. Great movie, by the way, if you haven't seen it. Now, did they really need to show off a Bucra watch while John Wick was kicking ass and taking names? Well, yeah, actually they did, because Bucra paid for that to happen. In fact, if you pay close attention to many blockbuster action films, you might notice everyone seemed to prefer Bucra watches. It's not by accident, folks. I know what you're wondering. How did Claudio, a one-man jewelry operation, afford to get his jewelry into a blockbuster film? He didn't pay a dime because he had me. As I mentioned earlier, product placement usually requires a financial investment between an interested company and movie or television show producers. But there's a way around this, and that way involves working with a show costume designer. Can we all agree that no movie or show can broadcast if all the characters are naked? Okay. I'm talking about mainstream shows here, not the alternative type films. In any case, the costume designer's job is to determine what every character on the show or film is going to wear, down to the diamond studs in their ears. If a movie has the financial backing of a Bucharest or a Tiffany's, then the jewelry and watch decision is already made and the costume designer can focus on other looks, such as clothing and other accessories like shoes or handbags. But Tiffany's and Bucra don't back most films, leaving the costume designer with the task of finding everything she needs or making it herself. When it comes to jewelry and accessories, costume designers are usually running back and forth to the mall to buy costume jewelry and other accessories that look expensive based on what each character's look calls for. Alas, they are given a set budget for these things. So sometimes when they want to create a really elaborate look for a character, they are at the mercy of the accountant, or they must create it for themselves, which is where I come in. And now, you as well. In the case of Claudio Pino, I reached out to the costume designer Trish Somerville and set up a meeting to review his jewelry. She believed as much as I did that Claudio's jewelry would be a perfect fit for some of the characters. The rest, as they say, is history. In the next class, we'll take a more in-depth look at how to make product placement happen without payola. See you next class.